Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here, let's go ahead and fix my cart. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Forrest Wallman here. Welcome back. Here, I'm actually going to take my glasses off for this one, actually, because my glasses are messed up and I don't want to wear them right now because I gotta read. But anyway, welcome to another reaction video. Today, I will be doing a live reaction to opening up this very Yu-Gi-Oh! TCG booster box. Now, first and foremost, this is the very first time I have ever opened up a TCG booster box pack live, ever. For those wondering, when I posted that this didn't really cost me too much money, this booster box actually cost me $40 on Amazon. So if you guys want to get your own, do like I did, get your very first booster box opening, there you go. But yeah, and I've seen a number of other booster box opening, other booster boxes. And they're either kind of cheap, well, kind of expensive, but not too expensive too. Oh my god, what the hell is this? I also want to point out that if you're hearing background noise, that is my heater because I just got outside to get this, as well as another package, aka this book, Haunted Ohio. And spoiler warning, I will be reading this after I get done reading Misery, because I gotta represent my home state, man. Y'all know that I gotta do that, man. Come on. Alright, but in any case, without further ado, let's get it open. There's a little bit of damage right here, but I don't think it's gonna really matter too much if anything. Alright. So, I do know there is a particular card that is being sought after in regard to this booster box. It is a Ghost Hollow Rare card. Do I think I'm gonna get it? Probably not. Knowing my luck, probably not. But then again, I did get that Rainbow Hollow Pikachu. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my heater off so that way you guys can hear me better. But yeah, but if you guys remember, when I did, if you guys remember, when I did my last Pokemon TCG booster box opening, I got a Rainbow Hollow Gigantic, Pikachu G-Max. And that thing was like $50. So who knows, maybe we'll get lucky, maybe not. Let's take a look. So, we have a whopping 24 packs. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We have 18 on one side. I'm going to drop the box there. I'll put my cards in there when we get to them. 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36. Alright. So, without further ado, I'm going to be, like I said, I got my box. I'll be putting these cards in, so that we're all good here. Alright. First pack. Let the unboxing of these cards commence. Let's see what we got here. Let's see, our first one we have. Okay, I'm gonna be reading these cards. I'll be reading them and then I'll show you guys what they look like. We have Volcanic Shell. Well, I'll just show you guys what they are. Volcanic Shell, Pyro Effect Monster. Once per turn, you can pay 500 life points. Add one Volcanic Shell from your deck to your hand. This thing's kind of blinding me, but okay. This card must be in the graveyard to activate and to resolve this effect. It has 100 attack, 0 defense. We have Solomon Great Amirage. It is a Cybers Link Effect monster. One normal summon monster with 1,000 or less attack. Quick effect. You contribute this card, then target one monster you control. It cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects this turn. When a normal summon monster... I meant to show you guys, by the way. Sorry. When a normal summon monster you control is destroyed by battle, while this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card. You can only activate this effect of Salamangreat a Mirage once per turn. 0 attack, link 1. Oh! Hollow trap card. Volcanic Inferno. It is a continuous trap card. When your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, you can banish one Pyro monster from your graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Then, if you banish a volcanic monster to activate this effect, you can negate that effect. During your opponent's end phase, you can target up to 2 of your volcanic monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Place them on the bottom of your deck in any order. You can only use each effect of Volcanic Inferno once per turn. Interesting card. Next up, we have Volcanic Scattershot, Pyro Effect card. Here's what it looks like. If this card is sent to the graveyard, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. If this card is sent to the graveyard by the effect of a Blaze Accelerator card, you can send 2 Volcanic Scattershots from your hand and or deck to the graveyard. Destroy all monsters your opponent controls. It is a level 2 monster with 500 attack, 0 defense. Next up we have number 105, Battling Boxer Star Cestus or Cestus. I don't know how you pronounce it, but there's the card. It is a Warrior Xyz effect monster. You need to overlay 3 level 4 monsters. Once per chain during the battle step, if your Battling Boxer monster battles an opponent's monster, quick effect. You can attach 1 material from this card, negate the effects of that opponent's monster while it is face up until the end of this turn. That monster you control cannot be destroyed by that battle. Also, your opponent takes any battle damage you would have taken from that battle. This card has 2500 attack and 1600 defense. Hey Sebastian, how you doing tonight? So that was the first pack of many. I'm gonna go ahead and put my rare cards on the right, on the right, and the not so rare cards on the left. Let's continue. Next pack. If I already said a card name, I'm not gonna name the effect anymore. I'm just gonna go as is. Alright, let's see what we got. We have our second card is Salamangreat Transcendence. Let me go ahead and fix this real quick. Hold on a second. I notice I'm like so goddamn far away from that. But there we go. Salamangreat Transcendence. It is a quick play spell card. It's a counter spell card. Target 1 Salamangreat Link monster you control. Special summon 1 Salamangreat Link monster with the same name from your extra deck. Using that monster you control as the entire material. This is treated as a Link summon. You can only activate 1 Salamangreat Transcendence per turn. Tri-Blaze Accelerators. Continuous spell card. Activate this card by... It is a continuous spell card, by the way. This is what it looks like. Activate this card by sending 1 face-up Blaze Accelerator you control to the graveyard. During your main phase, you can target 1 monster your opponent controls, send 1 Pyro monster from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target, and if you do that, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Your monsters cannot attack this turn. You activate this effect. Next up, oh, careful, buddy. Next up, we have number 79, Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. This is what it looks like. It is a Warrior Xyz effect monster. Requires 2 level 4 monsters to Xyz summon. Gains 100 attack for each material attached to it. Once per turn during your main phase, you can attach 1 Battling Boxer monster from your hand or graveyard to this card as material. When this card in your possession is destroyed by your opponent's card and sent to your graveyard while has material, you can target level 4 or lower Battle Boxer monsters in your graveyard. Up to the number of materials this card has on the field, special summon them. This card has 2300 attack and 1600 defense. Next up we have Battling Boxer Cheat Commissioner. This is what it looks like. It is also a it is also a Warrior Xyz effect monster. It requires 2 level 3 monsters to Xyz summon. Yeah, the only one that I don't know how to do is a Link summon. I have been so far out of the Yu-Gi-Oh playing field. Like the last time I watched Yu-Gi-Oh was Zexal. So I know about the Xyz, Synchro, and Fusion, all those things. Not so much with the Link summon. So I don't know how that works, but thankfully I got a video game that can teach me that, aka Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. Anyway, the effect of Battle and Boxer Chief Commissioner. All monsters your opponent controls must attack if able. While you control another Battle and Boxer monster, your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for attacks. When an attack is declared involving another Battle and Boxer monster you control, you can attach 2 materials to this card. Look at your opponent's hand, then set 1 spell from their hand to your field. That would be the owner of this card's field. This card has 0 attack and 1300 defense. Next up we have the counter spell card, Solomon Great Circle. Activate one of these effects. You have 2 effects. The first effect, it says, add 1 Solomon Great monster from your deck to your hand. Or you can target 1 Solomon Great Link monster you control that was Link summoned using a monster with its same name as material. That Link monster is unaffected by monster effects this turn except its own. You can only activate 1 Solomon Great Circle per turn. So, interesting little things there. So there's that. So many more packs to go. Yeah, this definitely has less cards than Pokemon. And also the advertisement on Amazon kind of lied to us. It said it had 9 cards per pack. Nope, it's 5. But still, if I get a good enough card, I'd be basically getting it all back. Alright, next we have Solomon Great Jack Jaguar. There we go, right there. It is a Cyber's effect. I honestly forgot about naming the other MC's monsters now that I think about it, but we'll get to those. If I get to those again, I'll say it. Well, we got Solomon Great Jack Jaguar. It is a Cyber's effect monster. The effect is if this card attacks a defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage. That basically means if I were to attack, say, if I were to attack, say, what would be a good card to use for this thing here as an example. Let's say I was to attack a just for shits and giggles, a Bubble Man. For those of you that don't know, so if this card were to attack Bubble Man in defense mode, then the owner of not only would Bubble Man be destroyed, but the person who played as Bubble Man would get battle damage between the difference of this card's attack and the opponent's card's defense. That's pretty much what it is. But it also says, if you control a Solomon Great Link monster while this card is in your graveyard, you can target 1 Solomon Great monster in your graveyard, except Solomon Great Jack Jaguar. Shuffle that target into the deck, and if you do, special summon this card to your zone your Solomon Great Link monster points to. So I'd have to show an example for that. But anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You can only use this effect to Salmon Great Jaguar once per turn. Salmon Great Jaguar has 1800 attack and 1200 defense. I thought for a second there I had something there, but alright. Next up we have Salmon Great War. Salmon Great Roar. It is a counter trap card. The effect says when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a Salmon Great Link monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. While this card is in the graveyard, if a Salmon Great Link monster is link summoned to your field using a monster with its same name as material, you can set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use one Salmon Great Roar effect per turn and only once that turn. Pretty much, it means it. Oh, super rare. We got a Volcanic Rocket. It is a Volcanic Rocket. Okay, that's a really cool looking card. It is a Pyro Effect monster. When this card is summoned, you can add one Blaze Accelerator card from your deck or graveyard to your hand. This has 1900 attack and 1400 defense. Speaking of that card, we have Blaze Accelerator. It is a continuous spell card. You can target one monster your opponent controls, send one Pyro monster with 500 or less attack from your hand to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that target. Your monster cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. And finally, we have the counter trap card, Jolt Counter. During the battle phase, when a spell trap card or monster effect is activated while you control a battling boxer monster, negate the activation, and if you do, destroy that card. Why do I get the feeling this is going to be possibly a banned card later on down the line? I wouldn't put it past the people that decide how these cards are dealt with. I would not be surprised by that at all, man, at all. Alright, next pack. We have Battling Boxing Spirits. It is a spell card. Question, what decks do you play? Hello, Fluffy Lord, how you doing tonight? And to answer the question, I actually haven't really played Yu-Gi-Oh! That much, really, because I don't know very many people that play Yu-Gi-Oh! In my neck of the woods. But I'm pretty sure that'd be a good way of playing real-life Yu-Gi-Oh! With other players around, doing something like that. But anyway, I just basically have been collecting the Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards for a number of years. Kind of stopped doing that, but now I'm kind of getting back into it. So yeah. So I'm not like a hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh! Player, but I'd like to try to be. I'd like to try to play with other people. What about the video games? Yes, actually, I do have Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution on PS4. Well, technically PS5, because it's on there. And my Nintendo Switch. I don't have any of the mobile Yu-Gi-Oh! Games on there, though. That's that's the one thing. I did used to play this one. It was like a Yu-Gi-Oh game website where you basically can make a deck with whatever cards you wanted to use, as long as it follows the current rules of the cards that are like cards that are banned or like limited, or basically following the ban list at that point in time. I remember that website. I don't know if it's still up. But I remember playing it. Even though I mainly lost, I won a few of them, few matches that I was in. I still had fun on there. I had a lot of fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. But anyway, getting back to the card openings, we have Battling Boxer Spirits. Have you considered trying the ROMs? I don't have a PC. If that's what you mean, if what you mean by ROMs is what I think it means, I don't have a PC. I recommend things like Spirit Color. Yes. Okay. ROM hacks or something like that. But I don't have a PC though. Sorry. That's a pity. It happens. I mean, I'd like to get a PC, but I got more important things to deal with, aka bills and to put up with, but life in general, that's how it is. But I'd like to try to get one. Anyway, Battle Boxing Spirits is a spell card. Send the top card of your deck to the graveyard, then target one Battling Boxer monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target in face-up defense position. You can only activate one Battling Boxing Spirits per turn. So once again, that's what it looks like for anybody joining this. Alright. Wait, I just realized, hold on. Hey Forrest, you forgot to put these other 5 cards that you just opened in the cards that you were going to be putting them in. Alright, there we go. Got it good now. Thankfully, alright. Next up we have Solomon Great Foxy. There you go. It is a Cyberse effect monster. When this card is normal summoned, you can excavate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you do, you can add 1 excavated Solomon Great card to your hand. Also shuffle the rest into the deck. If this card is in your graveyard and a face-up spell trap card is on the field, you can discard 1 Solomon Great card. Special summon this card, then you can destroy 1 face-up spell trap on the field. You can only use 1 Solomon Great Foxy per effect per turn, and only once that turn. This card has 1000 attack and 1200 defense, level 3 monster, for those wondering. Next up we have a Battling Boxer Lead Yoke. Or Lead Yoke, either way, here it is. It is a Warrior Xyz effect monster, requires 2 level 4 Battling Boxer monsters. I don't love how specific this thing is. It has the effect. If a Battling Boxer monster or monsters you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can detach 1 material from this card instead of destroying one of those monsters. If a material or materials is detached from this card gains 800 attack. So it basically gives you gives your opponent a bit of a double whammy. So like you can detach, not only could you detach a material from just to save your monster, but this card also gains 800 attack. And with the current attack with its base attack, 2200 and 2000 defense, basically it would get 3800 attack in total if you were to do so. Very interesting. Oh, this is a card I actually do have, actually. This is Volcanic Hammer. I do have this. I have gotten this card before. I have no idea where this card is. I have a bag full of Yu-Gi-Oh cards. But yeah, that's what it is. Out of interest, how many dragons have you pulled or how many are in this set? I asked because I play dragons. If I remember correctly, I went on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki earlier today to get more information about what cards are in it and what it focuses on. Also, as far as how many dragons have I pulled, I got a good number of them. Because it's been a while since I last seen my Yu-Gi-Oh! Card collection, which I know is pretty big in itself, I do have a good number of dragons on there, dragon cards, in there. But I don't remember exactly which one. I know I've gotten a good number of Blue Eyes White Dragons. I got some, I remember Alexandrite Dragon, Luster Dragon 1 and 2. Well, Luster Dragon, and it says Luster Dragon number 2. Red Eyes Black Dragon. I once had a Red Eyes Darkness Dragon, both the English and Japanese version of the cards. I think I still have the English version of Red Eyes Darkness Dragon now that I think about it. But yeah, there are a good number of cards that I have. I might actually do a thing where if I can find all of the cards that I have, I might just do a whole stream where I just reveal, outside of these cards obviously, all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have. And trust me, there are a good number of them that I have. But anyway, getting back into this, like I said, we got Volcanic Hammerer. It is a Pyro effect monster. Once per turn during your main phase, you can inflict damage to your opponent equal to that number of volcanic monsters in your graveyard by 200 times 200. This card cannot attack the turn you activate this effect. But as far as my knowledge goes, I don't believe there are any dragon types unless yeah, sorry to keep it. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. I don't mind answering questions. Like, I might read my comments in between pack openings. I don't mind answering questions. Don't worry. Next up, we have a trap card, Salomon Great Rage. This is a regular trap card. Has one of two effects that can be activated. First one, send one Salomon. You can either send one Salomon Great monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, then target one card on the field and destroy it. Or target one Salomon Great Link monster you control that was Link summoned using a monster with its same name as material. Destroy cards your opponent controls up to that monster's Link rating. You can only activate one Salomon Great Rage per turn. So it's not like the other cards where they keep saying once per turn and only once that turn. Makes me wonder makes you wonder about that, you know what I mean? So this card, because it is a super rare, I believe, is going to go with the other cards with the gold and silver background on it. The one thing I know is that everybody's been vying for this this ghost rare Link monster that's at the very top of the card list. Obviously, I've yet to get it, otherwise you'd be seeing me freaking out or shaking already. But let's keep on going with this. We have our first, well, technically not our first one, but we do have a Battle Boxer Big Bandage. This man really be overprotecting himself in these fights, man. Jeez. It is a warrior effect monster. With the effect, the first time this card would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. Once per turn, you can target one of your Battle Boxer monsters that is banished or in your graveyard. That has a level. All Battle Boxer monsters you currently control become that monster's current level. This card is a level 2 monster card with the 1100 attack and 1400 defense. Next up we have the trap. Hold on, let me see here. Can I please get my cards situated here? Thank you. Next up we have the trap card, Volcanic Eruption. This card is not treated as a volcanic card. During your end phase, if you control Jurassic World, destroy all cards on the field. So, basically, if you have Jurassic World, flip this card, there you go. So basically, I would need to have Jurassic World to use that card. But there are a good number of trap cards, so yeah, that's how it is. Oh, we got next up we have Salomon Great Charge. It is a counter spell card. Activate one of these effects. You can either target 3 of your fire monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. In case you didn't notice, most if not all the cards in this set are fire types. Alright, just letting you guys know that. But anyway, fire monsters that are banished and or in your graveyard. Shuffle 2 of the 3 into the deck, and if you do, special summon the remaining monster. But for the rest of this turn, its effects are negated, and it cannot attack. If you control, and you can do another one, the other choice being, if you control a Fire, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monsters whose current attack is different from its original attack, you can target one card on the field and destroy it. You can only activate one Salomon Great Charge per turn. So that's going to go into the silver and gold, gold-plated text cards, as I like to call them. Anyway, next up we have Chaos number 105, Boxer Comet Custis or Cestus. I don't know how you pronounce it, but there you go. That's what this card is. It requires 4 level 5 monsters to Z summon. The effect. If this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, inflict damage to your opponent equal to half the destroyed monster's original attack. If this card has number 105 Battle and Boxer Star Custis as a material, it gains this effect, which is once per turn. Oh yeah, by the way, this is a Warrior Xyz effect monster, as if you already didn't know by the effect being that it's an effect monster. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, then target 1 monster your opponent controls, destroy it, and if you destroy the face-up monster, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the attack that monster had on the field. This card has 2800 attack and 2000 defense. So, alright. I mean, I know about how people would most likely put, like, number cards on with their chaos number cards as these material monsters for the chaos number, so that way it gets the extra effect. But next up we have Solomon Great Spiny or Spinny, however you want to. Basically, think of Sonic the Hedgehog, but much more cooler looking. This is a Cyberse effect monster. If you control a Solomon Great card, you can discard this card, then target 1 face-up monster on the field. It gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. If you control a Solomon Great monster other than Spiny, and this card is in your graveyard, you can special summon this card but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use each effect of Solomon Great Spiny once per turn. Interesting. Alright. Let's see what we got here on this next. Oh! I actually think this is a pretty good looking card, honestly. We have Solomon Great Heatleo. It is obviously, as you can tell, a Link monster. It is a Cyberse Link effect monster, which requires 2 fire effect monsters to Link summon. The effect is, if this card is Link summoned, you can target 1 card in your opponent's spell and trap zone, shuffle it into the deck. Once per turn during your main phase, if this card was Link summoned using Solomon Great Heatleo as material, you can target 1 face-up monster on the field and 1 monster in your graveyard. The attack of the first summon becomes equal to the other targets until the end of this turn. Interesting. So it has 2300 attack and the link count is 3. And right away we got Solomon Great Balance. Oh, this is going to be good. So that tells me, whenever you see this being the second card, you know something good's about to be pulled on the back. But Solomon Great Balance, it is a Cyberse Link monster. Link effect monster. Requires 1 level 4 or lower Cyberse monster to Link summon. If this card is Link summoned, you can add 1 Solomon Great Sanctuary from your deck to your hand. If a Solomon Great card you control would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. You can only use each effect of Solomon Great Balance once per turn. And we got a holographic Solomon Great Weasel. It is a level 3 monster, Cyberse Tutor effect. If you have 2 or more Solomon Great monsters in your graveyard, you can special summon this card from your hand. If a Solomon Great Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, Xyz, or Link monster or monsters is special summoned to your field while this card is in your graveyard, except during the damage step, you can target 1 other Solomon Great monster in your graveyard. Place this card on the bottom of your deck, and if you do, special summon that monster to your opponent's field, then draw 1 card. You can only use each effect of Solomon Great Weasel once per turn. This card has 700 attack and 1400 defense. We also have Volcanic Scattershot, which I did talk about the effect earlier. And Battling Boxer Headgeared, which by now you would expect to be a warrior monster, which it is. It also has an effect. When this card is dual summoned, you can send one Battling Boxer monster from your deck to the graveyard. The first time this attack possession card would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. So there is that. Oh, wait a minute. I actually got these cards mixed up. Hold on a second. I actually had these cards mixed up, though. I almost had them mixed up a little bit. Thankfully, I fixed it before I noticed that was a problem. Alright. Bring her back. Need the loo. Alright. Okay. Our next pack, we have Salamangreat Sanctuary. I know I didn't read this. This is a field spell card. The effect: if you link summon a Salamangreat Link monster, you can use one Salamangreat Link monster you control with its same name as the entire material. During damage calculation, if your monster battles, you can pay 1,000 life points to target one Link monster you control. Make its attack 0, and if you do, gain life points equal to its original attack. You can only use each effect to Salamangreat Sanctuary once per turn. Next up, we have Battling Boxer Glassjaw. Why does that sound like a Glass Joe reference from Punch-Out? I swear to God, it literally sounds like something from Punch-Out being named after this. Anyway, it is a warrior effect monster. If this card is targeted for an attack, destroy this card. When this card is sent to the graveyard by card effect, aka its own pretty much, you can target one Battling Boxer monster in your graveyard except Battling Boxer Glassjaw. Add it to your hand. This card is a level 4 monster with 2,000 attack and 0 defense. I accidentally just almost spoiled myself with the card that's in this hand. But anyway, we have another double rare pack because this first card is Salamangreat Revive. It is a trap card. Target one fire monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Then target one Salamangreat monster you control and one monster in your graveyard with the same name. Shuffle that monster from the graveyard into the deck, and if you do, that monster you control gains attack equal to its original attack until the end of this turn. You can only use each effect of Salamangreat Revive once per turn. And with that, we have another holographic. This one, Battling Boxer Uppercutter. This is a level 4 monster, a level 4 fire type warrior effect monster, 1600 attack, 200 defense. The ability, the effect is, if this card is normal summoned or special summoned, you can add one Battling Boxer monster or one counter trap from your deck to your hand, except Battling Boxer Uppercutter. If this card is sent to the graveyard by card effects, you can activate one of these effects. For either, special summon one Battling Boxer monster from your graveyard, except Battling Boxer Uppercutter, or set one counter trap from your graveyard to your field. You can only use one Battling Boxer Uppercutter effect once per turn, and only, you can only use one Battling Boxer Uppercutter effect per turn, and only once that turn. I love how they emphasize it. One and only once. One time. No more. I love how they do that. It's kind of funny. But next up we have Volcanic Doomfire. Volcanic Doomfire right here. This is a level 8 monster with 3,000 attack, 1,800 defense. It is a pyro effect monster. The effect being, cannot be normal summoned or set, must first be special summoned from your hand, by sending one Tri-Blaze Accelerator you control to the graveyard, which I showed that I have a card of. During your opponent's battle phase, all attack monsters your opponent controls that can attack must attack this card. If this card destroys a monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, destroy as many monsters your opponent controls as possible, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each monster destroyed by this effect. Interesting. Alright. Welcome back. Alright, time for the next pack. And, first time we've seen this one. It is Battle and Boxer Rabbit Puncher. Animal abuse on this one. Battle and Boxer Rabbit Puncher. Sorry, I had to make that joke. This is a warrior effect fire type monster with 800 attack, 1000 defense. With the effect being, at the start of the damage step, if this card attacks a defense position monster, basically destroy the monster. That's pretty much what it says there. Next up, Will of the Salamangreat. It is a... Hold on a second here. I'd love it if my cards would actually work with me here. That'd be very nice. This is a continuous spell card here. During your main phase, you can special summon one Salamangreat monster from your hand or graveyard. You can send this face-up card from the field to the graveyard, then target one Salamangreat Link monster you control that was Link summoned using a monster with its same name as material. Special summon Salamangreat monsters from your hand and or graveyard in defense position, up to the number of that monster's Link rating. You can only use one Will of the Salamangreat effect per turn, and only once that turn. And I love it how it's telling us how to do this. Next up, we have a rare Volcanic Rimfire. This is a Pyro effect fire type level 1 monster with 300 attack, 0 defense. The effect goes, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can activate one of these effects. You can only use each effect of Volcanic Rimfire once per turn. First effect, banish this card from your graveyard, and if you do, send one Volcanic monster from your deck to the graveyard, except Volcanic Rimfire. Or, banish one Blaze Accelerator from your face-up field or graveyard, and if you do, place one Blaze Accelerator continuous spell trap card from your hand or deck face-up on your field. And speaking of, we have Blaze Accelerator, which we already talked about earlier. We have Blaze Accelerator, and we have Burning Draw. This card is always treated as a Salamangreat card. How interesting, we have one card that says it's never treated as such, and here we have one that is. But anyway, the effect of the spell card. If your opponent controls more cards than you do, target one Link monster your opponent controls, draw cards equal to its Link rating. You can only activate one Burning Draw per turn. You cannot normal or special summon monsters the turn you activate this card, except fire monsters. And lo and behold, that's exactly what this deck is based upon. It centers around. I mean, dude, I do not think they even have non-fire type monsters in this. Outside of spell and trap cards, I don't think this whole set has any non-fire type monsters. I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure that is the case. So we've got a fire type boxer, fire type boxer. Oh, would you look at that? No, we do not have any other card outside of the fire types. I mean, this pack is called Blazing Volcano, so that should not really be surprising to anybody for that matter. But anyway, we got plenty of packs left. I mean, look at this. This is how much we got left here. We got a good amount of packs left. Let's see what our next pack will contain. Again, we are looking for the Shadow Rare card. That is a Settlement Grade card, but we have not seen it yet. No, in my life, I would not be surprised if I do see it, but at the same time, I definitely will. We have Battle and Boxer Big Bandage, which we already discussed earlier. Oh, this is a new card. This is the Counter Trap Last Counter. This card's effect is a Counter Trap card. When an attack is declared involving a Battle and Boxer monster you control and an opponent's monster, negate the attack, and if you do, send that monster you control to the graveyard, then one Battle and Boxer monster you control in attack position, if you declare the attack, gains attack equal to the original attack of that opponent's monster. Also proceed to damage calculation among those monsters using those monsters. Then you take damage equal to the amount of attack gained from this effect. So it's basically a, well, here's what's going to happen, but this will also happen to counteract what you just did. So be prepared. And we have Volcanic Rocket, which we already discussed earlier with the effect. Next up, we have Salomon Great Fowl. It is a Cyberse effect monster with 1800 attack, 200 defense. This is what it looks like. I should have shown that off, by the way, first. With the effect being, if a Salomon Great monster except Salomon Great Fowl is normal or special summoned to your field except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Salomon Great Fowl once per turn. You can send one Salomon Great card from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard, then turn on one set spell trap card your opponent controls. That set card cannot be activated this turn. So it doesn't say it can only be done once, so I expect so many people to be using so many of these cards to counter that whole thing. And we have number 105, Battle and Boxer Star, Custis or Cestus. Either way, we already read the effect, so we don't need to go into it again. I'm only reading the effects of each card one time. And if you missed it, well, that's what the VOD is for. You can always see it back later. Next card effects, we have Salomon Great Foxy, which we already have read. Salomon Great Roar, which we already read. And we got Battle and Boxer Chief Second. Another rare card. It is a warrior effect monster with 500 attack, 2000 defense. The effect being, during your main phase, you can normal summon one Battle and Boxer monster in addition to your normal summon set. You can only gain this effect once per turn. When an opponent's monster declares an attack while you control a warrior or fire monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do, negate that attack, then banish one monster in the field until the end phase. You can only use this effect of Battle and Boxer Chief Second once per turn. Interesting. We also have Salomon Great Spidey, which we already read. And there's a new card we haven't read yet, Salomon Great Gazelle. This card is a level 3 Cyberse effect fire type monster, 1500 attack, 1000 defense. With the effect, if a Salomon Great monster is sent to your graveyard, except Salomon Great Gazelle, except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can send one Salomon Great card from your deck to the graveyard, except Salomon Great Gazelle. You can only use one effect each. You can only use each effect of Salomon Great Gazelle once per turn. First time we've seen that card. So now we're gonna see what is in our next hand. Fine with me? Nice. Alright. I apologize for not reading the chat, guys. I'm just so excited. It's my very first time doing doing a Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster Box pack opening. I did do it with Pokemon a few times, but after that I kind of stopped. And then we have Salomon Great Heat Leo, which we already read. Oh. We already got Battle and Boxer Lid Yokes, and since that is our second card, we know a bit of a big pull is going to happen, no matter what kind of pull it is. And this is Volcanic Blaze Accelerator, a continuous spell card With the effect, activate this card by sending one Blaze Accelerator from your hand, deck, or face-up on field to the graveyard. You can only control one Volcanic Blaze Accelerator. Once per turn during your main phase, you can special summon one Volcanic monster from your hand. Once per turn, you can turn on one face-up monster your opponent controls, send one level Pyro monster from your deck to the graveyard, and if you do, destroy that monster. That's fun. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, I was put in the wrong hand, wrong side. Got Volcanic Hammerer, and we have I want to read this just in case, because I don't think we read it yet. But we have the continuous trap card Blaze Accelerator Reloaded. The effect though, the card text states, quote, this card's name becomes Tri-Blaze Accelerator while in the spell and trap zone. During the main phase, you can send one volcanic monster from your hand in the graveyard, and if you do, draw one card. You can only use this effect of Blaze Accelerator Reload once per turn. During the main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and send one volcanic card from your deck to the graveyard. Alright. So that was an interesting pull, if I do say so myself. Still no luck on the Ghost Rare though, but we're still pretty far ahead. I do, look at this, that's a good amount. Hey, yo, Mr. Coconut, how you doing tonight? I was honestly expecting this man to be here because he was like, dude, this boy is gonna cost a lot of money. He just wasted spent a good amount of money on this, even though this thing actually cost me $40. Did you make money off of those cards? Some of them. Obviously, the hollows would be more likely my best bet, but otherwise, probably not. I don't know. But anyway, we already did this. We had last counter. We already read that one. We were saying with the Solid Great Jaguar. We already read that one. I am going to need to turn my TV up because if I don't, it's going to either it's going to turn to a show that I don't want it to play because obviously. Oh, we got number 79, Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. I don't think I said this yet. I'm gonna double check just to be sure, because I always put the silver and gold cards here, or just foil cards here. Let me see here. Did I read this one or not? Yes, I did. So I don't need to read it again. Let's see what else you got. Battling Boxer Headgeared, which I already said, and Solomon Green Gazelle, which I also read earlier. So, there's that. I think we're now getting into the nitty-gritty kind of stuff where I'm not really going to be reading monster cards unless it's a card that I don't have. In other words, it's going to be a little bit faster now. Let's take a look at this. We got Battling Boxer Glassjaw, Tri-Blaze Accelerator. I believe I read this card. I'm going to check. I'm going to double check just to be sure. Just need to look for spell cards, really. Because I know I did Blaze Accelerator, but I don't know about Tri-Blaze Accelerator. But I did see a card that did say it was going to be a... No, I don't think that... Oh, yes, I did, actually. Yes, I did, actually. So let's go ahead and put that there. We also got the rare... whatever you want to say this. Solomon Great Revive with the silver background. We also have a Solomon Great Circle and Blaze Accelerator Reload. Still looking for the Ghost Rare. It is the most sought after card. From what I've seen, that card costs $80, and if I do get it, it basically paid off my whole booster box. But will I get it? That is a different story altogether. I already read that. Anyway, next up we have Volcanic Shell. Uh-oh. We got Celebratory Balin. Whenever I see these, like any of these cards being the second card, I know I'm gonna get something interesting behind it. So let's see what it is. It is Battling Boxing Cross Counter Trap card. It is a counter trap card with the effect. When your opponent activates a monster effect, destroy one Battling Boxer or number in these monster you control, and if you do, negate the activation, and if you do that, destroy that monster. Then you can apply the following effect. Special summon one Battling Boxer Xyz monster from your extra deck with a different name than the first monster, and if you do, attach this card to it as material. You can only activate one Battling Boxing cross counter per turn. Nice. Speaking of counters, we also have Jolt counter. And number 105, Battling Boxer Star Cestus, or Cestus, whichever that is. Alright. Next up, we have another Celebrate Heat Leo. Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher. Almost said Robot Puncher. But it's Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher. Oh, this is a new one. Battling Boxer Shadow. That's a first card for me to get. This is a warrior effect monster, 1800 attack, 1400 defense. The ability, with the effect, during your main phase, you can detach one material from a Battling Boxer Xyz monster you control, and if you do, special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of Battling Boxer Shadow once per turn. Nice. Oh, almost put it in the wrong group. We also have Blaze Accelerator Reload and Battling Boxer Cheat Commissioner, which was one of the first cards that I read in this set that I opened. Let's see. We have Celebrate Sanctuary, Volcanic Eruption, Celebrate Charge, which I already read. It does have the silver text to it. Celebrate Foul and Burning Draw. Alright. Now, like I said, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm going to be facing a lot of common cards. And not so much rare cards unless I get a double rare pack. In any event, next we have last counter. Battling Boxing Spirits. Battling Boxer Chief Second. Whoa! Oh! It's not the Ghoster that I thought it was, that I wanted it to be, but no. Volcanic Emperor! There we go, right there. Holy crap. Oh, wow. Yo, that's nice. It is a level 8 Pyro Effect Fire type monster. 3100 attack, 2400 defense. Big boy, hell yeah. Dude, heck yeah. It is a Pyro Effect monster. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand or graveyard by banishing one Pyro monster or one Blaze Accelerator card from your face-up field and or graveyard. You can only special summon Volcanic Emperor once per turn. When summoned this way, you can inflict 500 damage to your opponent for each banished Pyro monster. Then you can set one Volcanic Trap directly from your deck. Each time your opponent special summons a monster, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. So this would be a good way to kind of stop your opponent from doing too many special summons. It would really mess them up. But we also got Volcanic Doomfire as well. I'm actually very happy on that one. We still got plenty of packs to go for. We still got plenty of packs to go through. That's a really good pull, I think. Oh, here's a new one. We have Battling Boxer Switch Hitter. How dare you hit my Switch, man? My Nintendo Switch is a good console. Why would you hit it? No, I'm kidding. You know I had to make that joke. This card is a level 4 fire type warrior effect monster with 1500 attack, 1400 defense. The effect being, when this card is normal summoned, you can target one Battling Boxer monster in your graveyard. Special summon it. You cannot special summon any monsters during the turn you activate this effect, except Battling Boxer monsters. So that's going to be interesting. Oh, here's one we got another new card. Mirage, I got the words mixed up. Salamangreat Mirage Stallion. This is a fire type in Cyber Disease effect monster. 2000 attack, 900 defense. Requires 2 level 3 monsters to summon. With the effect, you can detach 1 material from this card. Special summon 1 Salamangreat monster from your deck in defense position. Also, you cannot activate monster effects for the rest of this turn, except fire monsters. If this disease summoned card is sent to the graveyard as material for the linked summon of a Salamangreat monster, you can target one monster on the field, return it to the hand. You can only use each effect of Salamangreat Mirage Stallion once per turn. Nice. And we got Volcanic Rimfire. And then we got Volcanic Queen. I don't think I said their effect, but I also have this. I have Volcanic Hammerer and Volcanic Queen. I have both these cards before. The effect of Volcanic Queen is a level 6 monster with 2500 attack and 1200 defense. Basically summons Skull but fire type. And is an effect monster. With the effect, cannot be normal summoned or set. Must first be special summoned from your hand to your opponent's field by attributing one monster they control. You cannot normal summon or set the turn you special summon this card. Once per turn, you can send one other card you control to the graveyard. Inflict 1000 damage to your opponent. Once per turn during your end phase, tribute one other monster or take 1000 damage. You know, if I'm going to be honest, when I first read this card's effect on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Wiki, I could not for the life of me understand why. Then I was watching a duel between 2 other people, and it kind of made sense to me, but also kind of doesn't still. And we have Salamangreat Gazelle, which I already read the effect of earlier. Next up, if this pack will let me open it. Alright. Let's see. Love the energy, man. Keep it up. Thank you, Jose. Thank you for that comment. I will sure do that. We have Salamangreat Foxy, Salamangreat Mirage Stallion, Salamangreat Valence, which we already read, Blaze Accelerator Reload, and Battling Boxer Headgeared, which we've all read. All of which we have previously read. So, moving on to the next deck. Next deck. Yeah, this isn't a starter deck for us. This is a booster box opening. Well, technically you could make... technically I actually could make a deck with these cards, honestly. But still. Next up we have... Salamangreat Sanctuary, Salamangreat Heathleo, Salamangreat Revive, which I've already read, Battling Boxer Cheat Commissioner, and Jolt Counter, all of which we have read before. So now, I think we got about half of these left, if not a little bit less than that. But Volcanic Emperor was a pretty good pull, so I'm going to be happy with that. But the Ghost Rare is what we're also after, because, good golly, that thing would be a very good card to have in my hand. I mean, you're talking to a guy that pulled a Gigantamax Rainbow Holographic Pikachu card the last time he did one of these. But then we've got a Battling Boxer Glassjaw, Salamangreat Mirage. Oh! 7/4 spell card right here. This is a counter or quick play spell card with the effect. During the battle phase, if a monster or monsters is destroyed by battle or card effect, target one number NC's monster in your graveyard. Special summon from your extra deck one number C monster with the same type but one rank higher, and if you do, attach that monster to it as material. Then, if you special summoned a number C monster with a number between 101 and 107 in its name, you can add 1/7 or Variant Spell Trap or one rank up magic quick play spell, except summon force from your deck to your hand. Nice. Interesting. Okay. We also have Solomon Great Spiny and number 105, Battling Boxer Star Cestus. However they pronounce it, I don't know. But hey, at least we got a new card out of this. There we go, finally got this bin open. Alright, we have Solomon Great Transcendence, Battling Boxer Switch Hitter, Battling Boxer Chief Second, Battling Boxer Chief Commissioner, and Solomon Great Gazelle. Alright, in this pack we have Volcanic Eruption, Solomon Great Transcendence, Volcanic Rocket, Battling Boxer Headbeard, and Solomon Great Fowl. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 packs left to open. And we're only an hour into this. Try not to rip it open too much because I really don't want to damage any of these cards. We have Will of the Solomon Great. We have Volcanic Shell. Solomon Great Charge. Oh! Solomon Great Raging Phoenix. This is a link is a Cyberse Link Effect Fire type monster. 2800 attack, link 4. Requires 2 fire effect monsters to do this. Also we got Tilt counter there, but let's read this card. If this card is link summoned using Solomon Great Raging Phoenix as material, very interesting to have. You can add 1 Solomon Great card from your deck to your hand. If a face of fire monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect, while this card is in your graveyard, you can target one of those monsters. Special summon this card, and if you do, this card gains attack equal to that monster's attack. You could only use each effect of Solomon Great Raging Phoenix once per turn. That's a nice pull, honestly. I like that. We're getting some pretty good pulls here. Outside of the basic rares and not so secret rares, but good rares anyway. See here. We have Tri-Blaze Accelerator, Solomon Great Mirage Steliol, Battling Boxer Lead Yoke, Volcanic Hammerer, and number 105 Battling Boxer Star Cestus. I don't know if it's Cestus or Cestus. Someone should search that up for me, see what they call it. I don't even know at this point. There we go. Alright, so for this one we have Solomon Great Leo. We have number 79, Battling Boxer Nova Kaiser. Oh, another holographic trap card. Volcanic Emission. This card, activate one of these effects, but you can only use each effect of volcanic emission once per turn. Take one volcanic monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or special summon it, ignoring its summoning conditions, or return it to the hand during the end phase. Target one pyro monster on the field. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to that monster's original attack, or if you targeted a monster you control, the damage is halved. Alright. Nice, nice. We also have Solomon Great Circle and Solomon Great Spinny. I don't know if I'm saying it was spiny, but it's actually spinny. Alright, next we have Solomon Great Foxy, Battlement Boxer Switch Hitter, Volcanic Rimfire, Volcanic Scattershot, and Blaze Accelerator. And we're now at the final 10 packs of this whole ordeal. Let's see what we got. We get Solomon Great Roar, Will of the Solomon Great, Battle of Boxer Lead Yoke. Oh! Solomon Great Tiger. This is a level 5 Cyburst Tutor Effect monster, which I think we already talked about it earlier. Special summon this card. Discard one other Solomon Great card. Special summon this card from your hand. Can only use the effect of Solomon Great Tiger once per turn. This card you control would be used as synchro monster for a fire monster, which we've yet to unpack. You can treat it as a non-tutor. Once per turn, you can increase or decrease this card's level by 1, 2000 attack, 500 defense. There you go. And we have Solomon Great Foul. Foul or Foul, however you want to call it. But either way, alright. We've got to get a synchro monster, and I know there's at least one in this pack, but whatever. In this pack, we have Solomon Great Mirage Stalio, Solomon Great Revive. Ooh, Fire Ejection! Fire Ejection, just like that, boom. This is a spell card. Send one pyro monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then, if you sent a volcanic monster to the graveyard, you can apply one of these effects. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to its level by 100. Special summon one bomb token to your opponent's field. Each time the one is destroyed, its controller takes 500 damage. You can only activate one fire ejection per turn. I thought for a second that I had an extra one. We also get Burning Draw and numbers Chaos number 35, Battling Boxer Comet Cestus or Cestus, and then I don't know how to pronounce the name, but whatever. Alright. Here we have Solomon Great Transcendence, Battling Boxer Big Bandage, Solomon Great Mirage, Volcanic Doomfire, and Volcanic Hammerer. Alright, next we have Battling Boxer Rabbit Puncher, Volcanic Eruption, Volcanic Rocket, Burning Draw, and Volcanic Queen. Could you imagine what I'm thinking of happening may or may not happen? So I don't want to jinx myself. Well, we got a Solomon Great Jack Jaguar, Battling Boxer Hit Switch Hitter, Solomon Great Bailwings. Oh, I think this is a new one. actually Salomon Great Rage. I think this may be a new one. Along with the rest of the unboxing I need to turn it. Alright, Fluffy Lord, thank you for stopping by. Hope you have a good rest of your night. And see you whenever. But Salomon Great Rage is a trap card with one of two effects that can be activated. One, you can either send one Salomon Great monster from your hand or face up field to the graveyard, then turn on one card on the field and destroy it. Or turn on one Salomon Great linked monster you control that was linked summoned using a monster with the same name as material. Destroy a card your opponent controls up to that monster's link rating. You can only activate one Salomon Great Rage per turn. And of course, we have Salomon Great Gazelle. Alright. Here we have Battle and Boxing Spirits. Will of the Salomon Great. Battle and Boxer Chief Second. Volcanic Hammerer. And number C105, Battle and Boxer Comet Kestis. See, we went through the number 105, now we're getting Chaos number 105. Interesting. There we go. Finally got it. But it didn't really quite work out. Be real careful. There we go. Got it. Alright, for this booster pack, we got Salomon Great Roar, Battle of Boxer Shadow. Oh, there we go. We got another one. Chaos number 79. Battle and Boxer General Kaiser. This card is a Warrior Xyz effect monster with requiring 3 level 5 monsters to Xyz summon it. Gains 200 attack for each material attached to it. Once per turn, when your opponent would special summon a monster's quick effect, you can attach 2 materials from this card, and if you do, negate the summon, and if you do that, destroy that monster or monsters. If this card has number 79, Battle and Boxer Nova Kaiser as material, it gains the effect. Once per turn, when an attack is declared involving your Battle and Boxer monster and an opponent's monster, you can send one Battle and Boxer monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do, attach that opponent's monster to this card as material. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. That's very good, I think. We also have Volcanic Doomfire and Blaze Accelerator. We are down to the final 2 packs. Let's see what we get. I would be happy if I could just at least get a Synchro Monster, because that one card was... Because I've gotten a crap ton of tuners, and not enough... And not one single Synchro Monster. But anyway, we have Last Counter. Battle and Boxer Big Bandage. Salomon Great Charge. Whoa! Battle and Boxer Promoter. New card, we got a new card here. Level 4 fire type effect monster. 1700 attack, 800 defense. If your opponent controls a monster, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can tribute this card, summon up to 2 Battle and Boxer monsters with different names from your deck except Battle and Boxer Promoter. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Increase or decrease the levels of all Battle and Boxer monsters you currently control by 1. You can only use each effect of Battle and Boxer Promoter once per turn. Also, you cannot special summon monsters during the turn you activate any of these cards' effects, except Battle and Boxer monsters. Don't need to guess what that would be used for. And we got Salomon Great Foul. Alright. Final pack. Let's see what we get. Oh, this First time in a while we see this card. We got a Volcanic Shell, Tri-Blaze Accelerator. Nope. Volcanic Rimfire, Salamangreat Circle, and Volcanic Scattershot. No, so no Ghost Rare nor Synchro Monsters in this deck this time. I might do another one of these next time, somewhere down the line. Basically, do it to where I keep opening the packs until I get uh, the Ghost Rare card. But ultimately, I think I've got some pretty good pulls on this round. Not the best, but not the worst either. Um, it's, yeah, I think I did a pretty good set of pulls here. Let me see here. Yeah, I think I did some pretty good pulls here on these cards here. But in any case, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for all the cards that I have. So, with that all being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe sometime in the future I might do. So yeah, because of how cheap these packs are, like a number of these packs could be, I might do booster box openings more with these cards compared to Pokemon when they're when they're like at least $100 some odd dollars, if not a little bit less than that. Um, but I think it's because those packs contain more cards than these do. But in any case, it's whatever. But with that all being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed my booster box pack opening. Again, like I said, I'll probably do more of these in the future. But until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this is Forrest Walpole signing off.